You're live, Corey.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Buffalo World Order. I'm your host, Corey. Right here, we got both co-hosts as well, Buffalo Spartan and Patrick. I don't know, wherever above me. You guys got anything exciting this week before we get into it, guys? Anything fun or whatever that happened that you want to address real quick?
You know, it's good that there's still one podcast that goes live every week on time.
Not pre-recorded.
And knows that they're live when they're live.
we just messing with you guys. We
Hey, 24/7. What's up, y'all?
Hey, Frank, don't worry. I'm coming over, man. I'm coming over. My Halo?
Oh man, I can't wait for the Rager, man. That's gonna be. Speaking of that, actually,
hold on. I do have a Halo. Look, I have a Halo.
Wait, if I lean this way, you like my Halo swank?
Oh,
oh man, they're never gonna talk to us again. That's hilarious.
Well, they can't get rid of us now.
Right. Oh my God, I lost my whole train of thought. The Rager. Speaking of 24/7, next weekend.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll be here from Florida.
A week from today.
Spartan will be at the Rager, even though he keeps saying he doesn't know.
We'll hog tie him, drag him there.
We'll go down there at 9 a.m. and find you if you're at work or at your house and hog tie you and bring you up there. I think, didn't Bill's kids say, didn't his dad say they were going?
They're going to be there.
So, yeah, you got to go, bro. Fuck this dude. I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right, Marshawn.
Here so I don't get fined.
That's what he'll say when he shows up to the Rager.
Oh, man.
I'm going to make that shirt.
Right.
Yeah, and then Wednesday we'll all be live doing the episode of this show from Spartan's Barbecue Shack. So,
yep, I was gonna say it's you guys will get your fill the next week or two of BWO. We have tonight, then the regular time next week, Wednesday, but we will be live from Spartan's Barbecue Shack, and then Saturday at the Rager we have a slot to. They were cool and hooked us up with a little slot to go live real quick and chat with them. So. There,
well, we might have just got canceled from that. I don't know the Halo thing.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. We might have to do a live mount up from the shack.
I know. I was just gonna say if we're all going to Spartan Sunday for the game, then we'll probably, if the beers get flown, we'll probably be live from there for a little bit or something.
Hold on.
When? Hold up, man.
I took off Monday just for it, so.
Hey, so did I.
Right. Oh, right. And then I'll just tell my boss, kiss my butt. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, kiss my Right. Then we're in there. And then after that, we'll be back live again the following week. It's like 5 shows in the next. So, yeah, you'll definitely get your fill.
Mm-hmm.
So let's address the, I guess, elephant, you could call it, in the room today, the Jordan Poyer signing. How you guys feel about that, Spartan? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I know he was signed to practice squad. He is 34. So for cornerback, that is aging. He's coming off not a great season that he had last year in Miami. My thoughts on it is they brought him for veterans presence with these younger cornerbacks that we have, younger safeties, just to help with the DB room back there. Have Trey White and him kind of talking, helping them out. We were talking a little bit earlier where, he might be used in the next, first few games. But I think he's more of just like a safety crutch for us this year in case we need him. We have somebody who kind of knows the system already. It's changed a little bit in the year and a half he's been gone, but hopefully he can get back in stride and help our rookies and younger players out and make the best of his time here, because I think this is going to be his last year, from kind of like the cryptic message that he said, kind of said that this might be his last ride. So
right. What do you got, Pat?
Well, I mean, so I think it's cool that he's come back to try and finish what he started with the Bills, and help the Bills, as we say, us being wrestling fans, the Cody Rhodes, finish the story. I think it'd be cool if he can be part of that and getting us that Super Bowl win. Look, it's not really that surprising. Anybody that watched that Bears preseason game, you kind of knew they had to do something to shake up that safety backfield, because let's be honest, I know those guys were running basic plays because they didn't want to show anything, but even with the basic plays, they looked lost. And I don't think they looked lost because of the lack of talent. I think there was just a lack of leadership. So
Right.
I don't think it's going to be a Micah Hyde situation where he spends the entire season on the practice squad. I think he suits up for just probably every game. I think he's on the practice squad now just to pass the physical. Once he does, I think he's going to get a value. I don't think he's going to be a full-time player on the field, but him just being there, being that veteran presence, talking to those guys as they're doing things, and then occasionally going out there and showing them how it's done. I think that's something that position strongly needs to go forward.
Right. Yeah, I agree with both of you. I don't know, like you said, that he'll start, or that, I mean, maybe down the line if there's more injuries or whatever, or I'm sure, I don't know if it, like you said, he'll stay on the practice squad the whole time, even, or if he's going to come up. But I think he's there for that veteran presence, and also being what do we say? He's 34, something like that. So he's still, like even he said, he's still got some gas in the tank. Which, I mean, in his prime, him and Micah Hyde were two of the most feared safeties. I mean, they were nasty. So I feel like if he's out there for a couple games, or if he's out there like at certain times, like Sean McDermott has always been smart with like guys like him and when to play him and how to use them, like, and use them in the bigger games. But I also am still like, I still have that devil on this side that says, why the fuck are we still signing old players? Like, just redoing what we've already done that hasn't worked. Not that it wasn't the guys that we are signing's individual fault, but like, and not that I don't even like the guys we have signed, but like, what the fuck? Like, why? But then I guess, like you say, there's injuries and stuff. So he knows the system. He's a veteran. He could play it. So like, I like that too, but it's just, I don't know. I hope it doesn't be in the end.
I know the signing has been done, but let's just call it what it is. If you had to bring one of them back, let's say neither Poyer hasn't signed yet, but you had to bring one of them back, Gabe Davis or Poyer. We have a bigger need for Poyer to come back than Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis, I would have rather had him sign Hamler than keep Hamler than sign Gabe Davis.
Yep, that was my surprise when they did the cut.
See, all right. Speaking of that, I was just going to say that. Let's get into that. Go ahead, Spartan. What was there any cuts when the roster came out that you were like, oh, like, damn, he didn't make it?
Well, I thought that they were going to bring Hamler at least back to the practice squad. So for them not even to bring him back, they brought Wilkerson and another guy back.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I feel like Hamler, outplayed Wilkerson. But again, I'm not a coach. I'm not at practices. I'm just seeing what the highlights that I see. What I see on Hard Knocks, just whatever media is putting out there, but and games. But from what I saw, like I didn't see a lot of Wilkerson. Like it was, it seemed like during the Bears game, like they were like so it was the game before. It seemed like you saw Shavers being keyed in on. They played a lot of him, and then it was kind of a mix of Shavers and KJ in this last game where they were kind of mixing it up and they were getting the ball. So I was like, well, maybe it's a battle for that spot. But like, if you're battling those two, why not sign the other one to the practice squad? Because he hasn't signed with anybody.
I couldn't remember if I let the dog back in or not. My bad. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I heard his tags jingling and I couldn't see him anywhere. I was like, uh-oh. No, he was around the corner.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the only like surprise I would say was Hamler, because like I said, I just thought they'd at least sign him to the practice squad,
Right.
for a call up or something come playoffs. But
Right. What about you, Pat?
Well, perhaps they did offer him a spot on the practice squad. Remember, it's still his. He still has to accept the position. Maybe he's like, man, I still feel like I can be valued to a team, so maybe I don't sign to the practice squad right away. Maybe I see what happens. But yeah, I think again, Shavers. If it came down between him and Shavers did more in the preseason than he did, and you didn't just see the plays that Shavers was making, the chemistry that he was having with Josh Allen. It just, I think that just outweighed it, and we kind of all knew it was going to come down between one of those two. Yeah, I agree. Probably been better if he would have agreed to stay on the practice squad. But hey, man, if he still feels like he's got value to his team, go find a team that's going to want you. And then I hope again he finds his way back. But it's a business decision. So the one that I think most of us are surprised and maybe not surprised that he made the team was, and we all owe my mother lottery tickets, Damar Hamlin. So
I honestly think that he made that because of how bad we are.
Right.
We need as much depth as there as possible. Kind of maybe do a rotational.
I was going to say, if we didn't get all the injuries, do you think he would have made it?
Mm-mm.
Well, it also helps that think about it this way, you have 3 guys waiting in the wings that aren't taking up a roster spot right now for at least one of them is for 4 games minimum, and the other 2 are for 6. So that probably played a factor in keeping certain guys over others. It certainly made it easy to not have to cut certain people because it's like, hey, we got 6 weeks until this guy back. And look, I'm glad they put Maxwell Harrison on IR to start the season instead of rushing him back. But I do want to let people know, again, we don't know what the extent of the injury is. We don't know how it's going, but he's allowed to come back after 4 weeks. That doesn't mean he might be out longer than that. We don't know.
Right.
So 4 weeks is the minimum he has to be out for. And then I think Trey White not going on IR is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
That blew my mind, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm just hoping
he was taking out at least 6 weeks or something.
It's the one guy that we don't need this to happen to.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that if he is healthy, that he stays healthy at this point.
Right. What up, Big Will? But I think the Trey White, man, when they said that, I felt so bad because, like you said, if you watch Hard Knocks, the extra training he's been doing in the background, like going back to high school drills, man. Like, it's Spartan in the military and shit. I'm sure they do it. I'm sure you guys do it too, Pat Fireman, running the hills, man, in full gear and shit like that. Like, with his wife standing down there talking, he's like, one more. And I was like, come on, not again, man. Like, this is a big injury he's done forever. Like, this
could be. That this was the first year where he actually feels like he's not nursing an injury and he's actually, a full participant in training camp and all the drills, and he's not rehabbing at the same time. And it's like, you feel for him because it's like he's one of the few guys that truly wants to be on this team and truly wants to get this team over that hump. And it's like, damn, this doesn't need to happen to this guy again. There's so many other people that this could happen to. Why do you got to go after the nicest dude in the room?
Right. I'm like, especially he's teaching the young cat there we just got,
Hairston,
and I'm like, he goes down, and then all of a sudden now he's down. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
we're going backups to backups. But hey, man, it happens. So, like I said, the depth, I want to keep saying that the depth we have is good because all preseason so far, before we started in the preseason games with all the I'm like, he's got a great last name. Yeah, that's your cousin, bro. I'll tell people that. But I thought that the backups and like our depth was good, and then in the preseason games, I'm like, are they? Like, I mean, what the fuck? Even the guys that have been around for a while, I was like, I don't know if they were just off or it was because the other teams were playing their ones. So, but I still think with the signings and even the practice squad still looks hot now. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
I mean, I do wish they would, and I trust me, I understand why they didn't, but I do wish Josh Allen would have gotten out there for at least a series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get some of the rust off before the Ravens game. But hey, man, I understand the decision not to. You know,
Yo, put this bombs comment up there real quick, bro. Look at this bomb right here, bro. I forgot who they lose to 38-0 in the preseason.
Without our ones playing?
In the preseason, my boy. We didn't even have a single one, maybe one or two of them out there, bro.
I take it.
Look, I take it. You got to give him that shirt. He all gas, no brakes, want to be Jacob Fatu ass. Get up. Look, he's 38.
William White is a fan of the Bears.
Right. You got to win in NXT acting like that was WrestleMania, son.
All right,
Get up out of here.
I'll put it this way. William, if the Bears make the playoffs, we'll send you a case of beer.
Facts. Hey, man.
It wasn't even NXT, man. That dude's in, Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Dude, they beat the Chiefs too in the preseason, so who knows? I mean, the Bears, honestly, besides like all shit talking aside, the Bears, I think, might actually make the playoffs this year or the wild card. Like I don't know, man. I think they're going to shock a lot of. I'm not even trying to be nice because Will's on here. I really think they're going to shock some people.
We got a board bet.
Oh, there we got it. Let's go.
You send the case to Burkholtz, New York.
Yeah,
we'll drink it at the bar.
What do you think the conversation
we'll bear down as we're drinking it?
What do you think? You think Poyer and Coleman are cool with each other right now? Because isn't Poyer the one that injured Coleman?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
you think there was like a, hey, man, my bad? Or like a, yo, shut up, rookie, deal with it.
That probably happened during the game when it happened. Because, again, Poyer's not really known for being a dirty player.
Yeah,
so
I'll say, if anything, he injured one of his own players for us, too.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, he helped. You heard the Dolphins fan. He helped us beat them.
Oh, the crybaby guy?
Yeah.
Was it Tyler, whatever his name is?
Yeah, he was our spy for the Dolphins. Hey, it worked because you sucked.
Yeah.
What do you think about what do you think about Mitch Trubisky winning the backup spot?
Again, we said it after the Bears game. In week 3's preseason game, that was his spot to lose at that point.
Right.
I'm shocked that Mike White didn't put up a better fight in the 3rd preseason game.
Right.
And I'm also glad that they did get Shane on the practice squad, being that he'll be our 3rd, because, man, that dude absolutely deserves to be our 3rd QB. Hell, and I would make an argument that he might, if Mitch Trubisky didn't have the experience with McDermott, I would make the notion that Shane should be our backup.
He said, look, he wants Mitch Trubisky for life. Go ahead, take him back then, bro. Let him be your starter.
Hey, the last time the Bears had Mitch Trubisky, they not only won their division, but they made the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Haven't made it since they let him go. So
yeah, it probably yeah.
Well, I don't know. If Mitch Trubisky has to come in because, God forbid something happens to our Lord and Savior, Josh Allen. I don't have faith in him.
Look, if something happens to Josh, it's literally the James Cook, Ray Davis show from there on.
Man, we're going straight fucking handoffs, dude.
Hell, we don't even need to put a quarterback out there. Just put one of those two under center and say, "Hey."
If Allen goes on, like, knock on wood, I know we're probably gonna get some hate from motherfuckers. Like, they're talking about Allen. If Allen went down with a season-ending injury and went on IR, You know who takes that spot on the roster? Not quarterback, but you know who they pull up? Bring up Gore Jr., running all 4 of them, bro. And fucking hand that bitch off every fucking time, dude.
You tell Joe Brady you make schemes that all 4 of them are on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't let the team know which one's getting the ball.
Right. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Put Reggie Gilliam under center.
Well, why not?
If you want to do a throw pad, like if you want to do a pass, put Bouchel in there. He was dropping dimes that last practice or that last preseason.
Oh, Ray Davis is sitting there kicking field goals. I can't see why he can't throw the ball.
Well, they let the fucking tight end punt it the other day, Davidson.
And dude, he booted 62 yards, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And
I didn't know he was a punter in high school, though.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
He
That's a
went to
big
college.
punter, man.
He started his college career as a punter.
Oh shit!
I didn't know that when it happened, and I'm like,
that's a big boy.
Dude, that dude booted it.
I know it's not Bills related, but Corey, I forget what his name is, but I did see your boy, the big fat dude that's in Tampa, did not make the team.
Oh, that kid, the dude from the Gators?
Yeah.
Dude, we could pick him up.
He needs to lose weight. Dude, he's not going to make it on the field.
Right, just fucking, dude, what? You're telling me to come to play? Let him sit on the practice squad all year. Come to playoffs, just stick that big fat sumbitch in there. Boom.
I'll be honest with you. I would line him up under center and let him do the tush push. Let him just carry the ball. Who's pushing him over?
If you're on the goal line or the end zone, just hand him the ball, dude. Who is stopping a 530-pound, 7-foot dude?
Okay, you don't need to run. Just gingerly walk the ball into the end zone. You'll kill time on the clock and everything.
Right. Anytime you need a clock burner.
Just do it refrigerator Perry style. There you go, White. Gotcha. Refrigerator Perry style. Put him in the backfield and just give him the ball.
I seen highlights. I'm not that old. Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that's what then they finally had Bass out there kicking, making some field goals. I was happy to see that.
Yep. Glad to see that. Glad to see he's kicking. His groin injury or whatever he had doesn't seem like it affected anything. So
right.
I mean, he's Bass. He's gonna miss a couple.
Right, man. That's what everyone gets. As soon as that guy misses one, everyone's like, and then but he's like, if you look at his numbers, respect for the Fredra. if you look at his numbers and like percentages, like all the ones he misses are like 30-yarders, and then he's like 90% from 40, 99% from 50, 100% from 60. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we're 20 yards away, I don't want Bass on the field. Fourth down, fine. Give it to Josh Allen to do whatever he's going to do because Bass doesn't seem to make those. But 50, 60
let
yards,
Ray go out there and kick them now. If they're under 30 yards, because then they have to take a couple guys and cover a run because they might just hand it to him and let him run up the middle.
Yeah.
Could direct snap.
Do you think we'll see any? Damn, my brain just went blank. You think we'll see any Wildcat?
Who's going
to any of like the old school, or any of the old school like Jim Kelly offense? Like
I would like to see like option. I'd like to see some option with our guys. Yeah. Where it looks like Allen's going to run and then he just pitches it off.
Right.
And then Cook or Davis or Johnson just take it and get even if they gain like 4 or 5 more yards, because they're going to key in on Allen. As soon as Allen looks like he's running the ball, they forget everybody else on the field because they need to tackle that big motherfucker.
Right.
So that'd be the perfect opportunity for them to run an option. So, but you don't see that much in pro football. It's usually just collegiate level. So
yeah.
Now again, we don't know what McDermott and that team has up their sleeves as far as trick plays, but one that I would think, again, we don't know what they have or not, but one that would be an interesting one would be, what if you line Greg Rousseau up in the backfield and handed him the ball?
That's another big boy, man, that can move.
Deion
Walker. I mean, they've done the passes to Dawkins and shit.
Yeah.
They do the little chip out to Dawkins.
I know, but think about it this way: like, what's one of the reasons why Derrick Henry is as effective as he is? Because once he's past the defensive line, he's bigger than every other defender after that.
Dude,
All right.
Jerome Bettis could have been a lineman.
So
Mhm.
give the ball to Greg Rousseau. He makes it past the defensive line. Now you got everybody smaller than him trying to tackle him.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Yo, you see what Will just said?
What?
Hold on, look at that. No bullshit. I'd like to thank you guys. You've inspired myself and a buddy of mine. Corey, you met him at the game. So those tickets I won from the 24/7 thing last year, the ones to the Bears preseason game, that's actually where I met Will at, him and a buddy of his. And now they're going to start their own, like an actual Bears podcast. He sent me the thing. I don't know if I can show it. I don't want to put nothing. He sent me the logo. His shit was pretty sick. It was pretty cool. So yeah, man, dude, we appreciate that. Thank you so much, bro.
Is it Bears World Order?
Right. Yo, we did BWO, man. Oh,
Hey, man, if it takes over, it takes over.
for real, dude. Every podcast can name it that. Go ahead. Figure it out for your team. Every team is WO. No. So go ahead. So the next thing I wanted to get into, what like you said, the plays. Do you think, even with the Hard Knocks filming and stuff, that they've really showed? Like, obviously, that's why I believe we haven't really put Allen out there and stuff. Like we said, this first game against the Ravens is a huge game. Like we said, potential could be the playoff game, could be the who gets the 1 seed, depending who loses this game. So do you think because of Hard Knocks and because of that, the Bills really haven't showed any of their actual playbooks yet? Because like Spartan said last week or the week before, the second preseason game, we didn't even run, what was it, man coverage, or we didn't even run zone?
We ran zone like the whole game.
Yeah, we ran zone. I think it was like once or twice we ran man on man. So do you think they're trying to hide some of that from not even like the rate, but just the NFL because of the Hard Knocks stuff? Do you think we've seen like the potential playbook yet or no?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so. I think it was put out in a interview, and I can't remember who it was, so pardon me for not fact checking this. I didn't know this was going to be a question. But I think it was one of the players, and I can't remember who it was. I believe it was a player. He was like, well, with Hard Knocks, we can tell them when to tape and when not to tape because we're in that position. Usually they're playing Hard Knocks is following some crap garbage team, but because the Bills have been successful, the Bills have the ability to tell them, all right, we're not going to put this on film. So I think that's part. And then obviously it's preseason. We're just trying to work out people. We're not trying to open our playbook. We're just trying to see what people's abilities are in a game time scenario. So you're just going to run your bread and butter plays, because you just want to see what they have. So I don't think that it was anything like that. So
I think with Hard Knocks that's why you didn't see anything. Again, and let's call it what it is. I think they said it. Somebody said it was either NFL Network or somebody, but this is the first time you've had the training camp Hard Knocks of a team that is a good team.
Yeah.
So it's either the team that has a brand new coach, a brand new system. So yeah, and we saw it last year, even last year without Hard Knocks. You look at last year's preseason game, you went into that like, wow, maybe the analysts might be right. Maybe the Bills are in trouble this year. Then the regular season hit, and you're like, nope, never mind. McDermott knows more than we do.
Right.
I don't count preseason for anything because I think I said it last week. If you remember the 4 Super Bowl years.
Right. We went 0-3 every time.
0-4. That was when we had 4 games.
Right.
0-4 every year.
And I think McDermott this year used – oh, my bad. Go ahead. Finish.
No, you're good.
I think McDermott this year in preseason, you did it differently and actually let the backups and the second strings and third strings and the guys trying to – like even guys they knew weren't like get out there and go, because that it was like, hey man, this is their only 3 games they got. Like, not that we like knock on wood, who knows? We could go out there and just fucking be ass and lose every game. Who knows? But it's Allen and pretty much almost the same offense minus a couple receivers, and then the defense is beefed up. On the starting defense is almost so minus a couple guys here and there. You don't really need to waste time seeing those when you see them in practice all the time, and that let those guys go out there and earn the spots or do that. So I really like that they did that this year. I think.
I mean, they said it on Hard Knocks. They said it on Hard Knocks. It was, I think it was one of the linebacker coaches. He was like, "Now's your time to, like, when you make plays, make them excellent, make them elite, because this is what if you don't make this team, this is what the NFL has seen."
Right.
So make those.
Doesn't mean that another team ain't going to want to pick you up.
Yeah, if you're playing like crap, then no one's going to pick you up. But if you're playing at a high caliber level, and you might not be the right fit for us, and that's the hard truth of it all. Is you may have a great player who just doesn't fit your scheme. That person may fit another person's scheme, and that tape is what got the plays that they made during those games is what got them to be signed by said team. So a perfect opportunity for these second, third, fourth, hell, even fifth string guys. Like
I think if Hamler goes to another team and tears it up, I think I'd be butthurt a little bit.
I will.
But you know what? That's the other part of it is you might have performed in the preseason, but if somebody ahead of you that was competing with the job for you did better, I mean, that's what the preseason is for, is to evaluate the talent that you have. And look, like I said, I don't want him to go somewhere else, but I don't want him to just hold his career back, hoping he eventually makes the Bills. If he's got a team that's willing to sign him now, go, man.
Right.
Again, we don't want to see
something else. The money, man. Go ahead. Yeah, they're trying to. They got to make a paycheck too.
Mm-hmm. I know that how do you say his name? Chario.
I know. Yeah.
I can never say it, but he was staying in a hotel. He was just staying in a hotel. Like he, and I mean, yeah, we signed him to the practice squad, which is pennies. But
yeah, we did, Will.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. So they're paying to stay at these hotels and all that just for a chance to try out.
After Hard Knocks, I thought that kid had a shot, man. He looked like, but then you said it's 2 minutes of Hard Knocks, so maybe that was all he really had.
Yeah, like who knows? Like I said, like we see Hard Knocks and we see what is on social media platforms, what people are putting out there, but we're not seeing the missed plays or anything like that. Right. We're just seeing highlights. So I mean, he could have had more bad than good. I mean, he did make practice squad, so that's a good thing. It's just I feel bad for the kid because he's been riding practice squads forever.
Well, you're also not seeing the work that they have to do off the field, like when they meet with the coaches and discuss plays and discuss the film and what they're seeing.
Yeah,
maybe you're not answering the way they're supposed to, and if you're not, like, you might be able to go out there on the preseason and put up a good game or so, but if you look like you're just not coachable, I hate to say it, but you got to go.
Yep. They mentioned that when you watch the new Hard Knocks that just came out this week, you'll see a thing like that with Allen and the quarterbacks. They show like a behind the thing, like how they even made Allen's pass game with like the cameras, like 7 cameras or whatever, all around him, and they're in the middle just throwing and throwing, so they can see every angle. And the guy that's coaching them, he says, he's like, you can see it with Allen. He's like, he like breaks down every quarterback. And then he's like, you see it with Allen, like the dude is an alien. He's like, we'll show him something that normal quarterback, he's like Brady, whatever, it'd take him days to figure out. He does it in 2 plays. He's like 2 plays later. And you see it. The guy told him one time, he's like, hey, you got to stick your chest out more when you're coming around. And literally Allen, and you could see the guy like just getting giggly. Like he's like, and Allen's like, how was that? He's like, like couldn't even say it was good because he was like, oh, damn. Like,
I got nothing for you.
You just got it, man. You got it. Like, and it was cool to see him, like you said, how you just see those plays in practice, but you don't see the behind the scenes. where the coaches are also watching every one of those cameras, seeing those things. And the guy that's coaching, like, hey, man, we've done this 50,000 times today, and he's just not getting it. And they have to take all that shit into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Why Gore Jr., though? Because there's 50 better running backs ahead of him, man. I know it's shitty, and we all say it as Bills fans, but I mean, not that they're better. Well, I mean, they are, but like they just fit the scheme. So it's like a thing of you're not making.
I want to touch on Frank Gore Jr. a little bit here for a second. I do think the dude deserved to make the team if they chose to, but I understand why he didn't.
Right.
He has one of the most impossible jobs of trying to beat out James Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson. It's just not gonna. It's unless one of those guys get hurt, it's not gonna happen. Now, I think I don't know if it's only for 1 year or not, but I know when you go on a preseason when you're a undrafted or you're a rookie, no team can. There's like a couple of practice squad guys where the teams designate that nobody can just touch for a year, and I know that's only a certain amount of time that they can do that for. I'll be honest with you, the way he performed in the preseason, I didn't think he was going to be around to make the practice squad. I thought with especially the injuries going on to the running back position in Houston, I thought they were going to make an offer to him.
Right.
But, I mean, they might have.
You're right. They might have. And he just said, no, I think I'd rather just stick around there. But, again, I know when he eventually does get an opportunity, watch out. That guy's going to be something.
He finds those holes like his dad did.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think that's one of those things like when you knock on one again, I say when you make the playoffs, if we make and when, I hope everything, make the playoffs, if that kid's like still doing good and shit, bring him up. No team would have, like, if we haven't really used him and there's no injury, nothing, and like you said, he hasn't, bring him up. No one's going to know him in the playoffs. I'm not saying start him, but find a way to swap him in there a little bit. Take someone off wherever you have to that's not really doing a lot. And like you said, even if you have to run 4 running backs, try to find it because that's another guy, like you said, that's good enough to do it, and they won't have any film or anything really on to know.
Like I said, it's just for him. It's just you have 3 guys ahead of him that are like Ty Johnson has proven he deserves that third down position. You just signed James Cook to this big contract. Clearly, you're not beating him out. And then again, the only one you probably would have had a chance with was Ray Davis, but we seen Ray Davis last year when he was given opportunities, he made the most out of them. So I get it. I get where Will's coming from, where it's kind of concerning that he didn't make the 53, but at the same time, it's like, man, it for us as Bills fans, it wasn't surprising that he didn't.
Right.
And this is that disappointment where we were talking about the 53-man roster, where some of the people that, us fans wanted to have, on the 53-man roster aren't going to make it.
Right.
Like
AJ
Hamler. Some of these positions, we're just so stacked that it's literally like 1 or 2 dropped balls or 1 or 2, missed holes, 1 or 2 misreads on the defense or something. That's going to cost you that 53-man spot.
Right. Like Hamler might have been looking great, catching, but then when it came to, hey, you got to block these plays, like that's all stuff that even I forget about and get caught up in the moment and don't think like, oh shit, man, how are they do? Like, and the craziest thing is, because I didn't like him at first, and then he grew to be one of my favorites, and I wish we would have re-signed him, was Mac Hollins. But that dude is the epitome of team player. Like, they so many highlights of the on the Bills last year of running down the field and still blocking guys, running down the field with the runners, special teams, like trucking dudes. Like that dude, no matter what they asked him to do, he was doing it.
He was like a coach. Go ahead, Pat.
That's also one of the things that kept Gabe Davis around for as long as he did, is even though he wasn't catching as much and he would drop passes, but man, he had games where he was just out there blocking the crap out of people, and it's like, damn, this is why this guy's around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
That's a big thing when it comes to it too, with maybe not making the 53-man roster. Is as a football player, you play until the whistle's blown. So if they're not continuing blocks downfield, that could be something that stands out. Oh, they gave up on the play way too early. So
Right.
These are other factors that could have been in their head. We don't know, because again, we're not sitting there at the practice facility watching all this stuff. But
Right.
we
That's
can
what you just saw
speculate.
against the Bucks with Davidson. Wasn't it Davidson and Shiloh Sanders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone sits there. I mean, you could say that he was aggressive, whatever, but when you watch the play, and I'm not just saying this as a Bills fan because I'm biased, Davidson had his back to the whole play and the refs and everything. And like you said, it's the last preseason game. There's 3-4 other tight ends that could potentially beat you out, even though you've been around before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're fighting he knows he's fighting for the third spot. So and all he was doing was just kept blocking the guy all the way down the field, and then he got mad and fucking hit him like that. All he was doing was blocking. Like, you take it all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't know what Davison was saying either. I mean,
You don't know. They could be saying all kinds of. I mean, I was that guy.
No, but I mean, that's what you're taught is, growing up through the process from Pop Warner all the way up. Like, you play 100% until that whistle's blown.
Yep.
So I mean, I can't blame the guy, because that's what I would have done.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Sometimes there's just that one player whose job literally is to go out there and agitate the other defensive player or offensive player and get him thrown out of the game. Because guess what?
In their ear, man.
If he gets himself thrown out of the game, he's not a problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Back in the day, they had it where it was one of those guys that you just kept around. That you didn't pay a lot. It was, hey man, just go fucking. I don't care if the whistle blows. I don't know. Go wreck his world and break his leg, dude. And we'll take care of the fines. We'll take it. Just go do it.
Or break his mental health and let him just go nuts on you.
I think hockey's the only sport that still actually recognizes the player for it. Like, that's their job, is just to go out there and beat the shit out of people.
What was that team that they would put bounties on people?
The Saints?
Was it the Saints?
I was going to say, yeah, it's got to be them, or the only other team it was the Raiders.
I remember they got in trouble for that shit.
Yeah.
They were putting bounties on everybody.
Let's call it what it is. The Saints were the team that got caught. But I 100% doubt they were the only team doing it.
Oh, dude, I've heard stories from Raiders fans and that, like, dudes, I mean, it happened in high school one time. My cousin, Boo Pregel, he was our quarterback. We got up from we all got up from the pile, and I wasn't a big kid back then. It was like ABC team, wasn't even high school ball or JV ball. And his nose was bleeding, and we're like, Boo, what the fuck? Like, what happened? He's like, the fucking kid punched me under the mask. I was like, what? No way. And the kid was like, yeah, bitches. So I ran over and jumped on. We had a little that's the shit. Like, you talk. I was the type, I would talk shit. Like, I wouldn't take digs at people, but I would talk shit. Like, even if they got me, beat me on a block or something, I'd be like, fucking bitch. Like, you're a punk. Bet you can't do it again, you fat fuck. Like, my coach got mad at me one time. I played safety. I was a little guy, and he put me on the line. I got he got so many. He's like, go on the offense or go on offensive line. Let's see what happens. I had dudes blocking me 40 yards down the field, and I finally found out what it was like, just rubbing their face masks on me, getting so mad, and physically I couldn't do nothing. And they're just, yeah. And I'm like, oh, this sucks, dude. Like, oh, God. So, like you said, they got it. So those guys are fighting for their spot. They know that's what they have to do. But obviously, Shiloh went a little too far because he got let go.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't his brother get let go too?
No.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I mean, he did. He had some good games. I hope Shedeur does something.
Let's call it what it is. And again, I don't think it helped his situation, but I don't think him getting ejected from the game, punching the Bills player, got Shiloh.
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard anything about him all season.
Remember, he was an undrafted free agent anyway, so it's like when you don't get drafted, the chances of you making the team is pretty slim in the beginning. And again, I'm not saying the punch. I'm sure it helped the decision, but I don't think that was the number one factor. I mean, look, I don't have a problem if a player gets aggravated and throws a punch. It happens.
Right.
You know, he's not the
You
first.
see the Bills doing it in the Hard Knocks episode. They show one during the practices and shit. They get going at it.
So
even Josh Allen got in there. What the fuck is that?
It was the straw that broke the camel's back and getting ejected.
Oh,
Barnes
I was like, what the fuck? Are you doing balloon animals, bro? Like,
it's my flexi straw for when I'm wearing my helmet so I can drink a beer under it.
oh, that's badass.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Sure.
Whatever helps you sleep at night,
What's
sir.
What's that white crusty stuff on the end over there?
We don't talk about that here,
You
sir.
find out later, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, hold on, it's not 9 o'clock. We can't talk about that yet.
Oh, it's man glaze, not mayonnaise.
So
Pat, I don't know how long it is or not. I don't know how much time you don't. You have a video?
yeah, it's about 5 minutes. I'll give you a
Martin drinks beer from a straw. That's what, I didn't even think of that one, dude.
So the video is about 5 minutes long, but it kind of just gives you the history of Western New York and what Buffalo's actually known for. I kind of wish they would have touched a little bit on this on Hard Knocks. They didn't, but I'll play it here, and it basically shows what the Bills should be fighting for every week.
Hell yeah.
Start.
A small trading post in western New York State begins a period of rapid and remarkable growth. 25 years later, it's burned to the ground. Lesson 1 in comebacks.
The Erie Canal opens, and so does the American West.
Erie Canal, the main track of America's commercial development.
Unprecedented activity means unprecedented innovation.
Amazing things are invented, perfected, and manufactured, and some of America's most remarkable people and enduring businesses are born.
Right here in Buffalo.
The first successful skin graft.
The cargo barge.
The grain elevator makes Buffalo the world's largest grain port and sets the stage for modern architecture.
America's 13th president.
Millard.
The country's first system of fire hydrants.
The railway suspension bridge.
American Express.
The father of punch cards and machine data processing.
The ball jar.
Oh, shit.
Kittinger Furniture. Still going.
The 22nd president.
Grover.
The great American novel, courtesy of a local businessman and journalist.
The country's first daycare program.
The 24th president.
Grover.
The 19th century's largest office building. And the world's first movie theater.
Frederick Law Olmsted's masterpiece. The first park and parkway system built by an American city.
Martha Matilda Harper, the mother of business franchising.
The first large-scale hydroelectric power plant. The City of Light.
America's most progressive president is inaugurated.
People hear him when he says, "Speak softly, but carry a big stick."
And the country's first professional female architect completes her magnum opus. Nice work, Miss Bethune.
Pratt and Lambert. Trico and the windshield wiper.
The crowning achievement of Frank Lloyd Wright's Prairie Period.
Direct mail.
And the electric chair.
Sorry.
The coffee break.
Time for coffee. I like coffee.
And air conditioning.
Oh, shit.
You're welcome.
Untold Tons of Steel. Fisher Price Toys. The Barker Lounger. 40,000 airplanes,
Plant that produces more United States Army planes than any other. Buffalo, New York.
including the first one to break the sound barrier. You heard me.
The world's first supersonic.
The in-flight simulator, the jetpack. Shouldn't we all have these by now?
Oh,
Brainstorming. Like the rest of the country, we face the challenges of a post-industrial economy. Comebacks. Lesson 2.
A city becomes a flavor enjoyed around the world.
Hell yeah.
And they're just wings here.
Right.
Implantable pacemaker.
Home to the first openly gay American to address a national political convention, and the adopted home of the first African American woman to run for president.
Unbought and unbossed. One of the world's top public research universities
with ties to 4 National Medal of Technology and Innovation winners.
Multi-billion-dollar companies.
The fingerprint scanner. Herbert Hauptman's revolutionary Nobel Prize winning work. Groundbreaking genomic and bioinformatic research and development.
The world's largest business idea competition, 43 North.
Some people say it's all happening again. I say it never stopped.
Say it, Corey.
Say
Say
what?
it again.
Say what?
Oh shit! I think it was
That
4
shit-
times you said that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I knew there was a lot of history in Buffalo, man, but some of that stuff I didn't. And it was funny because when the little people came up and then you showed it, I was like, oh, yeah, duh, that makes sense. The little people. Like, duh.
These are Corey's.
Some of that shit was cool. Dude, that whole thing, man. Like that. I love shit like that gets you going. Now I'm just saying shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not like Buffalo isn't just the city for wings. I mean, it is,
Right.
but there's so much more that came out of Western New York that people don't even realize, and
That you forget about even. Some of that stuff I forgot about.
like some of the things, like for example, I live down here in Florida, and people take for granted air conditioning. Of course, had to be invented in one of the coldest cities in the
Right,
winter.
that's one of the reasons I said, oh shit. I was like, why would Buffalo invent AC?
We're used to it being cold.
Right.
But and then again, you think of that stuff like the city was burnt to the ground and came back and rebuilt stronger. We are a people, and that's what I say. You watch all the stuff that's happened with the Bills over the years. The wide right twice, whether it was Norway or Tyler Bass that did it. The DeMar Hamlin, going down with the cardiac event and getting back up. It just so
He's a miracle.
right. I mean, we're the 17-year playoff drought. Rex Ryan is our head coach. I mean, JP
You
Lossman
can
is
name a couple coaches, man. A few coaches. Some
I mean, it's
quarterbacks.
just a perfect example of where, like, look,
If you weren't a Bills fan during the Nathan Peterman years, shut the fuck no.
we're at a point where our team is really good, and that's what I say to people: look, patience.
Right.
Like, I believe this team gets over the hump. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And look, you go back to other teams that have had similar histories like this. Look how long it took for John Madden and the Raiders to get over the hump. And think of the games that they lost. They lost the Immaculate Reception. So, but again, there was the one
Peyton
quote.
Manning, how long did it take him?
If you go to the quote that was in A Football Life of John Madden, his one friend said it best. He's like, you want to get through the door. Eventually, you're going to knock hard enough and break the door down.
Right.
So just keep knocking. Eventually, you're going to knock the door down. So
Like Pinto Ron said when he was on, the mathematics of it. Like he's like law of logistics says you keep going. Like eventually, like you said, you're going to get over that hump. It's gotta. Excuse me. It's going to happen, and I think we have the only other piece it could be is the coach, but we'll get into that because that's going to take a whole lot of time. If it don't, but like you said, it just feels different this year. Like I said, I know as Bills fans, we say that all the time. We just something, I don't know. It's weird.
well, like I said, Kyle Williams usually says it and he said it in his one game or his one pregame or postgame show. Look, you're not playing for the name on your back. You're playing for the logo and the people that logo represents of your city. And that video just kind of shows some of the things that some of the people in the city have done that have benefited people throughout the world. So we're not just known for people that jump through tables. We're not just known for chicken wings. We're not just known for cold weather. There's a lot of things that Buffalo goes under the radar, but you know what? Let's call it what it is. We like being under the radar. We like being underestimated because we will prove you wrong. I tell people all the time when they ask me here in Florida, people from Buffalo are just built differently.
And on Sunday, we're going to drink beer, eat chicken wings, and jump through fucking tables.
Either we just don't know how to stay down or we're too stubborn to stay down.
Right.
So,
dude, I'm telling you, that's why some of these cereal boxes are kind of dinged up a little bit. And I like to say it's from putting them in storage during the off season.
You get mad and punch them, don't you?
No. I don't get like. But at the end of the year, I'll just be like, man, fuck the Bills. Dude. I'm over this. It's the same shit every fucking year. Like, and that's the only time that I really go like, and it's like a 2-minute thing, and I'm just like, every fucking year, man. And then I'm like, ugh. Okay, we're good. And then when the season comes around, I'm like, why is this box of cereal all dented up? What the fuck happened? You girls were in the back room? No, I'm like, hello, what'd you do? No.
Where's the dog?
Right. No, Milo's actually good with that stuff. He doesn't. He's got his. I have those Bills like toys for him and stuff. I give him during game days. But we are getting almost to the end, so let's go around one more time. And if anybody has anything about the roster, anything about the season coming up, the Rager coming up, Pat coming to New York, Spartan's big ass head. Them helmets, dude, I put one on. That shit, it's like a XXXXL. No.
That's because you don't have any hair.
Yo, Pat.
Yeah, I gotta hide a mohawk in there.
If I fucking grew my hair out, I would have just as much hair as both of you. With the widow's peaks and the sides.
I don't have widow's peaks.
Hold on. Let me see where I haven't shaved my head in a couple days, so I got.
Look, it's coming in white, but it's there. You see it? I don't have widow's peaks, bro.
Spartan Corey hasn't shaved his head in a couple weeks. He's starting to get that Homer Simpson, the 3 little swoops.
Yeah.
Dude, look, the hairline goes way back here now, is where I start feeling any. I could do it, man. Like my grandma, she has a thing for hair, like because like they're like 90, almost 100. So in their day, like men had the long hair. She will not let my grandfather cut that little horseshoe of grays right here. Like he's the only man in our family that has not fully shaved his head yet, and he wants to, but she won't let him do it. So I said we need to have his next birthday party because we're all bald. All the guys, I was like, we should grow out the Grandpa John, dude, and just shave the top right here and just show up with the horseshoe. Oh, I'm probably getting a phone call within the next 2 minutes from this show.
Well, Corey, I got something for you just for that. All right, I'm gonna offer you a free consult to get your hair back with the
box. Dude, I'm gonna go out and get like a mohawk wig.
No, Bosley will implant it from your ass.
I'll get like some Velcro strips and like Velcro it right to my head.
See, now Spartan has the mohawk that goes down the middle. You got to do a hawk from the Road Warriors and have it on both sides. Middle stays open.
I'll just grow my beard out and do like the 2 big braids like that UFC referee guy.
Oh, you got to have a wrestling one, like Pat said. You got to do. I'm animal with it down the middle, and you could be Hawk with it down the side.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I think Hawk was losing his hair. That's why he did that one.
Speaking of wrestling, real quick, I know it's 8:59, but what is it this weekend? Shit, I just drew another blank.
Clash of Paris.
Clash in Paris. Yeah, that's right. Sunday night.
All gas, no brakes.
Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget when. Even the other night when you were like, "Hey, you watching Raw?" I was like, "What are you talking about? It's 4 PM, dude.
Yeah.
It's on." I was like, "Oh shit, man!"
I missed everything. I missed the whole thing.
Well, the nice thing with it being on Netflix, even if you miss it, you can easily go and watch only the parts you want now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think they automatically fast forward to like make it run a little faster too for the second time.
Probably. There's less commercials.
Yeah.
I do want to touch on one thing that I know it's wrestling and it's not Bills related, but it is Buffalo related. Man, I shared it to my own personal page and I sent it to you guys as in the group. But have you guys seen the video of Lex Luger walking?
Yeah, man, that's wild.
I know that guy wanted to walk for the Hall of Fame coming from the ramp, and I guess he had a setback that wouldn't let him walk that distance to the thing. But here's a guy that literally could have let that be the end of it and said, you know what, I tried. Said, you know what, I didn't make that goal, but I'm still going to make the goal of walking. And man,
right,
to know that a couple years ago, I mean, he was paralyzed from like pretty much the chest down.
Yeah,
and now he's got full motion of his arms.
That video blew my mind. He was like an old man cripple, like you said, like hunched, like couldn't move. And then that shit. He did one with Butterbean too, the big heavy boxer dude. Same thing. That guy was hunched over, couldn't swing, and he's boxing again. Like not full time, but like I mean, he's practicing and hit like it's wild. He's on to something.
Dude, DDP's got something. I don't know what it is, but every person that has gone to him,
I know, but
changed.
Him getting Lex to walk again,
right?
And if DDP hasn't won a humanitarian award, I don't know what else he needs to do to win one.
Dude, I don't know anybody else that couldn't walk more than that he could have helped out.
Other guys like Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts, towards the last several years, was a giant drug addict and was in really bad shape, and now he looks like $1 million again. It's like, damn, dude.
Right. Did you see that first guy that DDP, like when it went viral?
The army dude,
was like 700 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he's down to like 200.
And it's like all yoga type shit too. Yoga? It's not like anything crazy.
No, it's just DDP yoga. It's all stretching and range of motion.
I remember when we were in the army, they had someone come in. They brought in a specialist one time. She was on base for something, doing shows. And this chick came in and they're like, oh, we're going to do yoga this morning for PT, like out in the field, the whole company. And we're like, hell yeah, dude, easy morning. I promise you, I would have rather did a 12-mile ruck. I would have rather did a 6-mile run. I would rather on Fort Lewis. I don't know if you were ever there out in Washington. We had the airfield run. It's like 5.5, 6 miles around the airfield. We would do that. Sucked. And I would rather do those any day of the week. That yoga, like 20 minutes in, you had full-grown men from high school, 18 years old, like 50, like, oh my God. A day later, that next morning, I could barely move. I was like, what the fuck happened to? I was stretching stuff I didn't even know I had that could stretch.
Dude, when I was at NTC, my first sergeant, his neighbor was a calisthenics instructor.
Right.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to bring my neighbor in. She's this calisthenics instructor. We're like, oh, sweet calisthenics, dude. Just like you were saying. Easy day. She shows up, dude. She's like 8.5 months pregnant. And we're like, super easy day, dude.
So I said, I think he just realized if you get that moving.
2-mile run, but I can't do calisthenics for more than 15 minutes, apparently.
And dude, he realized that. And somehow, like you said, to get Lex Luger to walk, dude, that is like one of the craziest miracles lately. Like
it's also a good, thing for somebody that's, look, again, he had every right to just pack it up and say, listen, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not work. When DDP pretty much told him, he's like, look, why don't you try, let me see what I can do. What's it going to hurt? I mean, you're either going to end up in the same situation or you're going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And for him to commit to it and do it, I mean, it's really an inspiration for people to say, listen, don't give up, because guess what? It's not over until it's over.
Yep.
So
I just want to know how DDP found this. You know what I mean? Like it, like where did it come from? Because it was like so out of left field when you first heard about it.
Right.
You're like,
I think, like Pat said, he
yoga?
might have been in his older age and been, like not even like drugs, but like been on all the painkillers and the pills, and like been on a vacation one year somewhere where it was like fucking palm trees and sun breeze, and was like, oh yeah, this, and then brought it back here.
Do you guys know the basic story of Diamond Dallas Page? He didn't start wrestling he was in pro wrestling as like a manager for the longest time. He didn't actually start wrestling until he was like his 30 or 32 years old. Like he didn't even start training for it until then. So obviously when you start getting your 30s and doing that stuff, your body obviously, hurts a little more than it normally does. He said he started doing just regular yoga as part of his workouts to train for wrestling. And then he figured out how to adapt it to a pro wrestler to make things work to where he's like, I know where the pro wrestlers, most of their pain is because I've done it. So I'm going to create workouts with involves yoga to go towards their area need. Like AJ Styles is still wrestling because he does DDP yoga. Chris Jericho's still going because of that. That's the reason why Sting was able to come back from that neck injury he had against Seth Rollins, was he went and did DDP yoga without having to have surgery. So, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, when that came out, I thought it was like Billy Blanks with with his kickboxing shit.
Oh my god.
Tybo. I was like, what is this? Like some gimmick thing? I thought it was just a gimmick. Like I honestly thought it was like an as seen on TV thing that you just buy and you buy into the gimmick of it.
Yeah.
And, now I look back in retrospect, because obviously that was what, like 10, 12 years ago that that was like a big thing on television. But now looking back in retrospect, I'm like, dude, this is like the greatest thing for these people. And he's changed so many lives because of it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like phenomenal. Like you can't speak more highly of somebody, than, most people want to do something bigger than themselves. And that is truly him doing something bigger than himself. Like getting back to that.
DDP was a phenomenal wrestler in WCW, but let's call it what it is. He's going to be remembered more for this stuff than his wrestling.
Like you've earned the right to retire and chill and go live your life and spend. And he's, like you said, giving it back to the others instead. Like that's so
everything. This younger generation is going to see DDP, and they're not going to see a wrestler.
Right.
They weren't alive when he was a wrestler, or they were way too young to remember it. Yeah. So when they hear DDP, they're just going to think DDP yoga. Whereas us older ones that grew up in the WCW Monday Night Wars, we actually remember him as a wrestler first.
Right. The long hair, beer chugging, diamond cutter. All right, guys. Well, unless you have anything crazy, I think that's about it for tonight. Like we said, next week we will be live from Spartan's Barbecue Shack.
Talking Ravens.
Hell yeah. Eating Ravens.
Some. I don't know. I might do some Raven legs.
I wonder if Raven tastes good.
I don't know. It was chicken, but
I got plenty out there. We could try and find them. Smoke a Raven wing. No, guys, thank you.
Nevermore.
No, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, we'll see you guys next week from the Spartan Barbecue Shack out in Niagara Falls. Pat will be here in New York.
It's in Burkholtz. It's not Niagara Falls.
I wasn't going to give your actual location. I don't know if you wanted me to give it.
People can come by. I don't care, man. I open my doors.
Come join the live show then.
Yeah, come join the live. Come hang out at the shack. We'll make it a big live. I don't care. Like I enjoy it.
And then there's like a line of fucking 300 people outside Spartan's house, dude. There's like a line down the fucking sidewalk of people like, hey.
Just real quick, when I'm there on Wednesday, are we going to have the light to give us a halo?
I will. I will bring the halo light out.
We can't go out without the halo, Swank.
Yeah. Swank, I hope you understand this one's for you.
My halo.
All right.
I just want y'all to be here and have a couple beers.
I just
Y'all
want to be
see
real
my
for a
halo?
second, guys. I just wish y'all were here. I just wish we were all getting drunk. I just love y'all. Okay.
It's a Tuesday night. What else do you
BWO
got to do?
loves you all. Okay, guys.
No, look, Swank, K-Gun guys, we
love
wouldn't be
you.
here without you guys, but yeah, we're gonna have to
This
give
Rager,
you
oh my God, man.
Dude,
I can't,
if I go, I'm gonna get him some wings.
The
to
whole
go
group
with the
chat is going to
halo.
be in one place at the same time for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I tell you, I'm gonna bring some angel wings for him.
Dude, the fact that you are still holding that fucking light is killing me, bro.
I'm waiting on Swanky Poo.
Oh, all right, boys. All right, guys. We will catch you live next week from Spartans. That's another one. We got the roster out. We got the show done. So we're ready for some football, guys. We can't wait. Make it through this fucking weekend and we're there. Fucking go Bills, man.
Go Bills.
Mafia, Halo mount up.